Opening music, headline visuals. Hello and welcome back to InfoAU1, your trusted source for the latest updates on Australia's visas, immigration, and policy changes. Today's topic is a big one: processing delays under Australia's new 2025 migration rules. If you are a student, skilled worker, or family visa applicant, you need to hear this, because the Australian government's new policies are already affecting how long your visa application might take, and these changes could impact your study plans, work opportunities, or even permanent residency pathways. Stay tuned as we break down why the delays are happening, which visas are most affected, how this impacts migrants and students, government reasoning behind the changes, and what you can do to prepare. Let's dive in. In 2025, the Australian government introduced a series of migration reforms designed to reduce the overall intake of migrants, streamline pathways for highly skilled professionals, and tighten rules around student visas. While the goal, according to officials, is to ensure migration is sustainable, targeted, and beneficial for the economy, the side effect has been significant processing delays. Here's what's changed: increased verification checks on applications, including financial capacity, English language proficiency, and genuine temporary entrant requirements. New priority order system that places critical skilled workers at the top, while students and family visas move down the queue. Migration cap limits, meaning fewer spots are available overall, increasing competition. Digital reforms aimed at reducing fraud have added extra document checks, ironically slowing the process in the short term. This means that what once took 3 to 6 months for some visas may now stretch to 8 to 12 months, or even longer in certain categories. Not all visas are facing the same level of delays. Let's look at the categories most impacted. Student visas, subclass 500. Delays due to stricter work hour checks and new financial documentation rules. Average wait times, 5 to 8 months, compared to 3 to 4 months in 2023. Skilled migration visas, subclass 189, 190, 491. Priority is now given to applicants in critical skill shortages like healthcare and engineering. Other professions are pushed further down the queue. Processing times, 6 to 12 months, with some cases waiting even longer. Family and partner visas applicants face delays up to 2 years, mainly due to capped intake and backlog. Partner visa interviews are also taking longer to schedule. Temporary work visas, subclass 482, 408. Increased employer verification is adding weeks to months to approvals. So, the hardest hit groups are international students hoping to start studies on time, and families waiting for reunification. According to government updates and migration agent reports, Australia received over 2 million visa applications in 2024 to 2025, but the migration cap for permanent visas is around 185,000 places. Student visa demand rose by 22%, while skilled visas saw a surge of 15%, especially in IT and health. Processing staff numbers have not increased at the same pace, creating bottlenecks. Fraud prevention measures flag 20,000 plus suspicious applications, requiring manual checks. This combination of high demand, lower caps, and stricter vetting has created the perfect storm for delays. So, what does this mean for real people? Let's break it down. For international students, many are struggling to arrive on time for university intakes. Delays mean extra stress, costly deferrals, and in some cases, loss of admission offers. Those already in Australia on bridging visas face uncertainty about their work rights and study continuity. For skilled workers, delays in approvals mean some skilled professionals cannot start their jobs, causing frustration for employers facing labour shortages. Families of skilled migrants may face separation for months, waiting for dependent visas. For families, partner and parent visa applicants are facing the longest waits, leaving families in limbo. For the economy, universities risk losing international students to competitor countries like Canada or the UK. Businesses struggling with workforce gaps may find skilled workers stuck overseas. The ripple effect is significant, not just for migrants, but for the wider Australian economy. The government argues that these measures are necessary for 3 main reasons. Population pressure, Australia's housing crisis and cost of living have been linked to high migration levels. By slowing approvals, demand pressure can ease slightly. Integrity of the system. Fraudulent applications and visa hopping are being addressed through tougher checks. Focus on quality, not quantity. Officials say they want migration that directly addresses labour shortages and benefits the economy. So while the delays are frustrating for applicants, the government frames them as necessary for long-term sustainability. Let's take a balanced look. Pros of the new rules: stronger checks reduce fraud and protect Australia's migration integrity. Skilled migration is more targeted toward genuine shortages. Long-term planning may help balance infrastructure, housing, and services. Cons of the new rules: processing delays hurt genuine migrants, students, and families. Universities and businesses lose out when talent can't arrive on time. The emotional toll on families waiting for reunification is severe. Competing countries with faster systems may attract Australia's potential migrants. In short, the system is fairer on paper but tougher in practice. If you're applying under the new 2025 rules, here are some steps to prepare. Apply early. Don't wait until the last minute. Factor in extra time for delays. Prepare documentation thoroughly. Ensure finances, English tests, and other evidence are accurate and complete. Stay updated. Check the Department of Home Affairs processing times regularly. Consider alternatives. If timelines don't suit, explore temporary visas or study intakes in later semesters. Use registered migration agents. They can help reduce errors that lead to further delays. Being proactive is the best way to navigate these changes. Outro. Final thoughts to wrap up. Australia's 2025 migration rules have made visa processing slower and more complex. While the government insists these delays are part of a plan to ensure fairness and sustainability, the reality is that students, workers, and families are bearing the burden. If you're planning to migrate, study, or reunite with family in Australia, now more than ever you need to stay prepared, patient, and well-informed. We'll continue to bring you the latest updates here on InfoAU1 so you can stay ahead of every change. White right pointing backhand index, don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this video with anyone affected by Australia's migration rules. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next update.